Hello Libra, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to another reading at Tarot Solar Sun Studio. I'm Karo. This is going to be an Omni Major Arcana reading with a Marcel deck. It's an old deck. So if you have been waiting for a sign to, this is it. This is our reading. And now I'm going to pick some cards for you from Marcel deck. And your first the inner shift card, and then we will have the outer action. But we will be adding some layers, some depth to this with the Sibillas. And let's pick that too. So this is for June 2025. Actually, this is, to me, at the beginning, it felt like a timeless reading. But then I thought, you know, June is a important month because we already have some planetary shifts, and Jupiter will be in Cancer as well. I thought, why don't we do this for June? So now channeling these energies for you accordingly. Plus you can always watch it for your sun, moon and rising signs. Sometimes there are interesting also ways to see that, you know, if something works for you, if you have witnessed it's working for you, if you test it, just, you know, see how it resonates with your life, because some people also watch it for their, for instance, progress signs, you know. I also hear this type of thing, so really it depends how you would like to take it. This is something, this is so that it can feel more personal, right? Because these are general readings, they are not meant to be for every person watching, but they are more revealing those collective energies for the sign. But you can make it like more personalized for yourself by also checking your other placements, but if those are working for you, of course. Okay, so let's begin. If necessary, I can also put I can also pick some oracle cards as well. Yeah, let's go ahead. So you have the Wheel of Fortune and La Vecchia Signore and Empress, and we have the Domestico guy here. So okay, this feels like not a random shift at this time. To me it feels very karmic, very timed, and Wheel of Fortune for me is the energy of Jupiter. So by June, when Jupiter switches to Cancer, you can feel this energy. This shift, which is not random, it seems La Vecchia Signora, so we have this old lady here. It is, I think, informed by maturity. But maturity, as you know, is not just about age, Libra. It's about wisdom. And she knows when to act, right? She knows when to act. She knows when to take the opportunities. She knows where to stop. So there is that adjustment of timing energy. But here there is a old way as well. Like something has served you in a very mature way. Like maybe it was a it has added up to your image, it has added up to some type of a tradition you wanted to maintain in your life, but it seems that old way is now breaking, because the old way doesn't seem to be like applying anymore, dear friends. And sometimes there is also, you know, something that felt nice for you. Okay, nice for you. Now this is not nice anymore. We can also take it from that way. It no longer applies, that niceness. So if you felt like you were unsure, making a particular change, like shift, and you were always that polite person, you stayed quiet, I think this is more of like you are evolving into the next version of yourself. This is really for you coming, Libra. The thing is that when we break a pattern, especially coming with the Wheel of Fortune and affecting an energy which may feel very personal, it may really challenge our sense of identity. It may challenge our how others perceive us. Okay, but there is a way, the old way of being polished, that has served its purpose. There is no problem with that, and it was maybe perfect, and it was back in the day or in the past it was done very properly. But I think the old way is that sense of image, I think, is now changing, my friends. So if you have been really stepping into that Libra energy of being a peacemaker, like you were always the mature one, always that you know, who was good at timing and mature, and the good girl, the most professional, you were the mother, the daughter, the super partner, you know, there is a role which has outgrown, my friends. That version of you is no more appealing to the new circumstances, because, you know, that internal voice, I think, was telling you to kind of, you got to be always in nice, be the nice person, even like the most unaccepted maybe situations, or you have to be liked, you have to be safe under that role. Now it seems you are releasing this. Libra friends, this is your sign to release the outdated performance. Not because it was wrong, it has served its purpose. But now you are evolving. You cannot be in that role anymore. So you are closing a karmic cycle about how you also relate, something with your self-image. And Wheel of Fortune energy tells us that if we don't move with it, we will be stuck. We will feel stuck. And how we will feel stuck? We will feel stuck trying to be someone that you are no longer belong to. And are there risks? I think there are, but I think something has disguised as stability but actually it was a stagnation. So this is, I think, now changing. It's changing, and this is a very internal energy. It's a super inner shift, because actually you were maybe feeling that for the last 6 months, Libra, especially if you're a Libra rising, you know, if you have been feeling this shift beneath the surface, but you were very unsure if you have to like stay quiet, stay polite, you know. Now you are evolving. You are evolving to the next version of yourself. And so this is it. Now the Empress is like the super embodiment, and she nurtures, she creates, you know, she expresses, she receives. This is also knowing how to receive from others, that many people really bad at. Actually, we are more in tune giving, like hard time receiving, having hard time with receiving. So and this is not just about divine feminine energy, but this is like your devotion to life, but real life, my friends, real life. I think as you leave this old role, you are likely to from now on create something from scratch. There are more domestic caring energies, like also around the terms of home, around the terms of art, around the terms of like love, maybe business. Maybe some of you will step into your own business. Some of you will start a home-based thing, or you gonna make your life maybe more home-centered, or gonna establish a new home, creating a life in a way that you're gonna step into a new role. Maybe there can be some caretaking roles, maybe motherhood for some of you. This is also your self-care, but it is without guilt. Okay, you will be, if you have been like not good with your, for instance, what your health or body, mind requires, this is you also taking care of yourself. And it can be really around home with a person who is very much willing to also assist us in our home base, with maybe a partner, a person, but who has that very much domestic skills. Now you are also like joining that. Also, this can be some Libras starting maybe that passion project, and this requires your daily presence, but it's not a occasional perfection. It requires that daily presence. So this is you now showing up in real life, and you are likely to tend this dream, and it's going to be joyful. So if things has been like flirting with life, flirting with in general some thematics, now here, as the Empress energy is the embodiment, you're gonna ground that flirting. Okay, you're gonna ground that flirting. So Libra, I would say here at this time, at this day, you are, I think, letting go of the old performance. Your role has shifted. You will understand it as of this June, and this is your chance to, I think, live from truth. You are not living from approval. This is your birth, a new version of yourself. And it's from your center to the outward. Saying what you mean will help you. Saying what you mean will help you. Okay? Saying what you mean will help you. This is also your voice. And I think that voice will nurture something which is not a mask. You will be like no more shrinking, no more smoothing things, softening things for other people. Empress energy does not ask permission, my friends. She creates and she receives it, and she knows her worth. So it seems you will be tapping to these energies. Your voice will be very important. Very important. This is also inviting you to a more direct communication, which means this doesn't mean like you're gonna be a rude person or something, but this is like speaking from a authentic truth, my friends. And this happens because I think for the last 6 months, since the beginning of 2025, I think there has been situations, Libra, in which you had to smooth or soften your truth. So you always had to kind of smooth your edges. You say what is really palatable. Maybe it wasn't something always real, but this wheel is turning, and this Empress is rising. This is the rising of the Empress. And here we don't want Libra to water down their words, to protect someone else's comfort, because you are then betraying your own alignment. You can be kind, you can still be clear, you can be kind, you can be loving, you can be honest, okay, but you don't have to trade your truth for peace anymore, okay? So you are about to give a new birth to this energy, and your birth needs your voice, not just your vision, not just how you appear to be. So if you have been also waiting for a sign to say what you actually mean, and if you want to drop this performance, and if you want to finally speak from your center, this is it. This is it. You are absolutely not here to maintain a harmony of the past. Here is your chance for this June to be super real, and that real begins with that truth, my friends. So this energy will be supported. The older version is no more carrying you towards the future, my friends. So this can be literally a person, but it can be also your general setting in an environment, trying to keep the peace all the time. So it seems that role is now shifting, my friends. You will have that hidden gift of Empress which is gonna come out. This is about you being no apologetic, okay? Sometimes energies come in a way that they slice things, especially they slice through the polite silence. Because some energies, they demand the truth over diplomacy, right? So as long as you drop your purpose, clarity, and the imprint of your soul to that truth, this will be perceived super authentic. And here is what you, it seems, call to express, my Libra friends. Thank you so much for tuning in, Libra. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. From now on, I will meet you like different set of cards from my collection also in the readings. I hope you will enjoy looking at them. If you have a personal tarot question, you can always come and visit me in my live streams called Karo is Answering Your Tarot Questions. And we can also perform a one-on-one session there. If this is your first time in my channel, please check the description box below to see how things also operate in Tarot Solar Sun Studio. And I will speak to you in the next readings. Bye bye.